every 9 years, your entire life resets. Most people don't realize this. They think life is random, that things just happen to them. But there's a pattern, a cycle, a rhythm. In numerology, we call it the 9-year cycle. And right now, in this exact moment, you are standing somewhere in that cycle. Maybe you're at the beginning, planting seeds for the next 9 years. Maybe you're in the middle, building and working. Maybe you're at the end, releasing and letting go. But here's what most people miss. If you don't know where you are in the cycle, you'll keep fighting against the energy instead of working with it. You'll wonder why nothing is working, why you feel stuck, why you're exhausted. I am Sage, and today I'm going to show you exactly where you are in the 9-year cycle and what that means for your life right now. First, let's understand what the 9-year cycle actually is. Every person on Earth is moving through a personal year cycle that repeats every 9 years. From the moment you're born until day you die, you're cycling through personal years 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then back to 1 again. Each personal year has a specific theme, a lesson, an energy. And when you understand which year you're in, suddenly life makes sense. Year 1 is about new beginnings. Year 2 is about patience. Year 3 is about expression. Year 4 is about building. Year 5 is about change. Year 6 is about responsibility. Year 7 is about reflection. Year 8 is about power. And year 9 is about completion. Think of it like the seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. Each season has its own purpose. You don't plant seeds in winter. You don't harvest in spring. There's a natural rhythm. The 9-year cycle is the same. It's a natural rhythm. And when you try to start something new in year 9, when the energy is about ending, you'll struggle. When you try to rush results in year 2, when the energy is about patience, you'll burn out. Understanding where you are in the cycle changes everything. Now, let's walk through the entire 9-year cycle from beginning to end. I want you to see the complete journey so you can recognize where you are right now. Personal year 1, the seed, new beginnings. The cycle begins with year 1. This is the year of new beginnings. Fresh starts, bold action. This is when you plant the seed for everything that will grow over the next 9 years. In year 1, you're pioneering. You're starting something that didn't exist before. Maybe it's a new job, a new relationship, a new business, a new version of yourself. Year 1 is about courage, about taking the first step even when you're scared, about not waiting for permission, about leading your own life. The challenge of year 1, you'll feel alone, because pioneers always walk alone at first, and that loneliness can make you doubt yourself. The gift of year 1, you get to decide who you become next. Everything you plant this year will grow for 9 years. Choose wisely. Personal year 2, the root, patience, and partnerships. After you plant the seed in year 1, year 2 is when that seed germinates underground. You can't see growth yet. Nothing is visible. And that's frustrating because you planted something last year and you want to see results. But year 2 isn't about visible results. It's about invisible foundation. Year 2 is about patience, cooperation, building partnerships, trusting the process, nurturing what you started without forcing it to bloom too soon. This is the year where you're building the roots, deep, strong roots that will hold everything up later. The challenge of year 2. It feels slow. you'll want to give up because you can't see progress. You'll doubt whether anything you planted in year 1 is even working. The gift of year 2. You're building the unseen infrastructure, the foundation, the support system. Everything you're doing now is preparing the ground for what's coming. Personal year 3, the sprout, creative expression. In year 3, what you planted in year 1 and nurtured in year 2 finally emerges. This is the year of expression, creativity, communication, sharing your gifts with the world. This is when people start noticing. Year 3 is when the sprout breaks through the soil. It's visible now. People can see what you've been working on. Opportunities appear, doors open, your network expands. This is the year where you express yourself. You create, you share, you communicate. You let the world see what you've been building. The challenge of year 3, you might scatter your energy. You'll have so many ideas, so many opportunities that you'll be tempted to chase everything. Don't. Focus on deepening what you've already started. The gift of year 3. This is one of the most fun years in the cycle. Things feel lighter. Creativity flows. You feel alive. Enjoy this year. Personal year 4, the structure, hard work, and discipline. After the joy of year 3, year 4 brings you back down to earth. This is the year of work, discipline, building the structure, creating systems, putting in the hours. Year 4 is when you take what emerged in year 3 and build it into something real, something lasting, something solid. This isn't a year of big, flashy wins. This is a year of showing up every single day and doing the unglamorous, necessary work that makes dreams real. Year 4 is about discipline, commitment, building foundations, creating the structure that will hold everything you're building. The challenge of year 4, it's exhausting. It's not exciting. You'll be tempted to quit because the progress feels too slow. This is the hardest year in the cycle for most people. The gift of year 4, everything you build this year will last. You're not chasing quick wins. You're building an empire brick by brick, and what you build here will carry you for years. Personal year 5, the bloom, change, and freedom. After 4 years of planting, nurturing, expressing, and building, year 5 is when everything changes. This is the year of transformation, freedom, movement, adventure. This is when the universe says, time to shake things up. Year 5 is when rigid structures break apart, when what you thought was permanent isn't. Jobs change, relationships shift, you move, you pivot. Something new enters your life that you didn't see coming. Year 5 is about change, freedom, breaking free from what's been holding you back, embracing the unknown, trusting the shift. The challenge of year 5, change is uncomfortable. Even when it's good for you, it will feel destabilizing. You'll resist it. You'll want to hold on to what you know. Let go. The gift of year 5. This is where you break free from cages you didn't even know you were in. This year opens doors you never imagined existed. Trust it. Personal year 6. The fruit, responsibility, and love. After the chaos of year 5, year 6 is when you return home. Not literally home, but energetically. You return to what matters. To your relationships, to your responsibilities, to your heart. Year 6 is about love, family, commitments, taking responsibility, serving others, creating harmony, healing relationships. This is the year where relationships deepen, where you show up for the people you love, where you commit, where you take full responsibility for your life. Year 6 is about care for yourself, for others, for what you've built. This is the year of nurturing. The challenge of year 6: you'll give too much, you'll sacrifice yourself for others, and forget to take care of yourself. Boundaries matter here. The gift of year 6: this is one of the most loving years in the cycle. Relationships that are meant to last will solidify this year. Love deepens, bonds strengthen. Personal year 7: the harvest, reflection, and spirituality. After 6 years of external action, year 7 is when you go inward. This is the year of reflection, rest, spiritual growth, asking the big questions, going within. Year 7 is not a year of big external wins. This is a year of internal harvest. You're integrating everything you've learned in the past 6 years. You're healing. You're growing spiritually. You're preparing for what's next. Year 7 is about wisdom, solitude, deep thinking, spiritual seeking, rest. This is the year you find yourself again. The challenge of year 7: you'll feel isolated. You'll wonder why everyone else seems to be moving forward while you feel stuck. You're not stuck. You're integrating. The gift of year 7: this is the year you reconnect with your soul. You remember who you are. You gain clarity. You rest. You prepare for the final stretch. Personal year 8: the abundance, power, and manifestation. After 7 years of planting, nurturing, building, changing, loving, and reflecting, year 8 is when you receive. This is the year of power, success, money, recognition, manifestation. This is when everything you've been building for 7 years finally pays off. Year 8 is about claiming what you've been working toward: promotions, financial wins, recognition, authority, respect, harvest. This is the most powerful year in the cycle. If you've done the work in years 1 to 7, year 8 is where you reap the rewards. Year 8 is about manifestation, about stepping into your full power, about receiving what you've earned. The challenge of year 8: with great power comes great responsibility. You'll be tested. Can you handle success? Can you hold power without corrupting it? The gift of year 8: this is one of the most rewarding years in the cycle. You receive, you succeed, you claim your power. Enjoy this. Personal year 9: the death, completion, and release. And then we arrive at year 9, the final year of the cycle. Year 9 is the year of endings, completion, release, letting go, making space for the new cycle that begins next year. This is not a year to start new projects. This is a year to finish what you started 9 years ago, to tie up loose ends, to let go of relationships, jobs, identities that have run their course. Year 9 is about closure, forgiveness, release, healing old wounds, saying goodbye. This is the hardest year for most people because letting go is hard. Even when something is over, we want to hold on. Year 9 forces you to release, to complete, to make space. The challenge of year 9: you'll want to hold on. You'll resist the endings. You'll try to force things that are over to keep living. Let go. The gift of year 9: this year clears the path for your next 9-year cycle. Everything you release in year 9 makes room for everything you'll begin in year 1. Death prepares for rebirth. So now you understand the complete 9-year cycle. You've seen the entire journey from seed to harvest to death to rebirth. Now the question is, where are you? Look at your life right now. What's happening? What themes are showing up? Are you starting something new? Pioneering? Feeling alone but excited? You're in year 1. Are you waiting? Frustrated because nothing seems to be moving? Building partnerships? You're in year 2. Are you expressing yourself? Creating? Getting noticed? Doors opening? You're in year 3. Are you working hard, building structure, exhausted but committed? You're in year 4. Is everything changing? Jobs shifting? Relationships transforming? Feeling destabilized? You're in year 5. Are you coming home? Deepening relationships? Taking responsibility? You're in year 6. Are you turning inward, reflecting, seeking spiritual answers? Feeling isolated? You're in year 7. Are you succeeding, getting recognized, money flowing, power showing up? You're in year 8. Are you letting go, saying goodbye, completing, releasing what's over? You're in year 9. Once you know where you are, everything changes, because now you know what the energy is asking of you. If you're in year 1, plant. If you're in year 2, wait. If you're in year 3, share. If you're in year 4, build. If you're in year 5, change. If you're in year 6, love. If you're in year 7, reflect. If you're in year 8, receive. If you're in year 9, release. Work with the cycle and life flows. Fight against it and you'll struggle. The universe has a rhythm. Now you know what it is. So here's what I want you to understand. The 9-year cycle is not a prediction. It's not fate. It's a map. It shows you where you are, what the energy is, what you're being asked to learn. But you decide how you walk the path. You can plant seeds in year 1, or you can stay stuck in the old. You can be patient in year 2, or you can burn yourself out trying to force results. You can release in year 9, or you can drag what's dead into your next cycle and suffer. The cycle gives you the energy. You decide how to use it. And here's the beautiful part. Every 9 years, you get a fresh start. Every 9 years, you begin again. Every 9 years, you plant new seeds. Right now, you're somewhere in that cycle. Look at your life, see where you are, and then work with the energy instead of fighting it. The cycle is speaking. Are you listening? And if you want to know your specific personal year for 2026, how to calculate it and what it means, check out the other video on this channel. The numbers are always speaking. It's time to listen. I am Sage. Stay blessed, stay aligned, peace and light.